Not all readings are intended to resonate with every member of the collective. Today we have the Six of Pentacles in the most recent past, and I can get into all the explanations that are associated with this beautiful card. However, today, in combination with our Four of Pentacles here, I'm getting the sensation that some of you in the collective, whomever this reading resonates with, most recently had to spend money, give out time and resources without replenishing your load entirely. And you did this in order to build something for yourself. It's kind of like that saying, you can't make money unless you spend money. So these expenditures you partook in willingly, and this may not have been specifically finances. This could have been time, assets, resources, something that was of value to you. You had to give away in order to build something else. Usually the Four of Pentacles is associated with greed and hoarding and not releasing information, keeping your secrets close to your heart, whether that be in love, finances, etc. But it's not just about that. This Four of Pentacles comes after the Three of Pentacles, and it has a lot to do with building a foundation with newly acquired resources, feeling confident having reached a milestone after planning, juggling, and working with others in order to acquire wealth. However, you have had more money in the past, and now you're choosing to allocate your funds in a manner that could bring about more stability and more growth in the future. However, it does make you feel somewhat depleted, as in the most recent past, you had a little bit more money than you do now. The difference is that you're utilizing and using this money in a specific way. Now we have the Ten of Wands, and this reading will continue after 3 minutes, so I will stop it at 3 minutes if it's on YouTube, and you'll have to click the link below for the complete reading. Because when I post these long readings, they don't really get caught up in the algorithm and they don't get seen. So back to the Ten of Wands. If you notice, the Ten of Wands here is looking backwards towards the Four of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands is looking towards the past and carrying quite a heavy load. There is wealth and prosperity that is associated with the task at hand, but it is very overwhelming, and it is difficult at times to remain focused on the reasons for taking on these responsibilities and burdens. This person has taken on these burdens as a result of a decision that they made in the past. So we have somebody here who's feeling like, okay, they've accomplished goals, and that's amazing. And sometimes they might even make the mistake of feeling comfortable in what they have accomplished. But really, the card is saying that you have more to do, that you had goals and ambitions that you put in place, and as a result of that, you find yourself in a current situation where you really have bit off more than you can chew. And you know inherently that you are capable of carrying this load, but there is a part of you that must really reassess the reasons behind you taking on so much responsibility. Now, with the Four of Pentacles, you see kind of like somebody driving their vehicle solo here. And I mean that in a metaphorical sense, because there really isn't anything here about driving a vehicle. But what I'm saying is you may have chosen to take on too much by yourself. Something might have happened here between the beginning of whatever you decided to do and where you find yourself now. Because as the Four of Pentacles, I don't know why I keep getting the miser, the miser. You've decided that maybe you don't trust the people that you had originally set out plans with, people that you had allocated jobs to. There's some part of you that decided that maybe it was a little bit more advantageous for you to cut out the middlemen in your life. You wanted to hold on to more of your resources so that you could move forward to the future with a different agenda, one that focused in on self-preservation. And unfortunately, when you did that, you took on way too much responsibility. So there's a part of this individual in this reading that really needs to unload. And we have the Four of Swords in conjunction with the Ten of Wands. Now, look, what does this tell you? Back-breaking work here. So, you know, the Pentacles, because we've got two cards, and I'm going to sneeze here. In Hungarian, we say, I think it's igaz is, as in true enough. So I had to hold that sneeze off. But what that means is what I'm saying is true enough. Now, I'm not saying it may be true for the viewers here, but it's true for whomever this reading resonates with. They've taken off more than they can chew. And we have the Pentacles here, and Pentacles are very strongly associated with the earth. So it doesn't necessarily just have to do with business and finance, but again, resources, assets, land ownership, property. So what this person could literally be associated with is some form of hard labor. They're making their money off of something having to do with labor, and it's really starting to wear on them. And the cards are suggesting that rest and recuperation is absolutely necessary at this time. You must do that. You must listen to your body. You must listen to your body. Sometimes we are told, not we are told, but sometimes we tell ourselves, or there's like that little voice in our minds that says, hey, you know what? I got to take a time out. Got to take a time out. So here we are again with the Four of Swords. And this is about withdrawing from others around you, isolating yourself from others around you, and having to think again about what it is you're doing, how you feel about your current situation. Okay? Having to rest. The Four of Swords comes after the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords usually has to do with some type of betrayal, third-party situations, but the Three of Swords can also have to do with health issues, okay? It could also have to do with disagreements with family members that need to be mended. So if in the Four of Pentacles we see somebody deciding to be on their own, possibly they had some disagreements in their life with the people that they chose to work with, and that's why they went on their own in order to build a foundation. And the Four of Swords is showing this person kind of sitting back and, you know, kind of reconsidering their relationships around them and trying to figure out, you know, are they better off alone, or are they better off, you know, trying to mend the bridges with the people in their life. And they take time to think. The cards are recommending that you really take time to think, because I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. So the people in your life are resenting you right now. They're resenting you and they're judging your decisions, but you've made these choices because you really just didn't feel that you felt that the people around you were incompetent. That's the word I'm hearing. Incompetent. But this is killing you. This work, this whatever it is that you've taken on, it's killing you. And you have to understand that when we wear our bodies out and we're dealing with issues, it could affect our health. You're being told that a message is coming in, and you're also being told that your worries will be alleviated very shortly. And we have the Winter Silence as the Oracle card. Listen to the winter silence. It offers insight and contemplation for inner clarity. So you are being told to take time for yourself. You need to contemplate deeply what is going on in the choices you've made.